Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly forecast for November 2024. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising and Virgo moon. And if you are new to my channel, I'm going to go over the astrology of the month for Virgos. Then I'm going to do your spread. And then after that, that's when I break it down week by week. I pull more cards and I go through all the aspects, favorable aspects that you're going to be excited about, and even challenging aspects I want you to look out for. And after that, I'm going to do something different. A little surprise for you. Okay. Now, November 2024, really big month. All right. One of the most important months of 2024. There's going to be a lot of shifts. You're going to have a lot of moments of reflection. There's going to be a lot of potential for you, even enormous potential for you. This month is definitely going to feel like you're kayaking down a river. Okay. You've done that before, right? There's a lot of momentum. You have a lot of fun. There's some times this month where you may feel like you're coasting a little bit. And then there's going to be some times where you may feel that you have to paddle a little bit more. But either way, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to correct course if you need to. Don't forget, you're in the driver's seat. You're in the rider's seat. You get to choose your path. You get to choose your path on this river of life. All right. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be a big month of awakening. That's going to be the theme of November. All right. There's a lot that's happening this month. So you see, we kick it off with a new moon. We end it with a new moon. That's right. We have 2 new moons in November. So when I say plenty of new opportunities, new chapters, progress, all of that, you've got it here. You've got it here. Okay. The other thing is, and there's going to be a lot of family energy for a lot of y'all, but the other thing is there are still some retrogrades, and your ruling planet, Mercury, is going retrograde. Yes, that's going to happen the last week of November. So if you are in the US, well, that's the week of Thanksgiving. Plan accordingly. Okay, so another reason why this is going to be a really big, even kind of like a wild month is because we have 5 planets changing signs all within November. You see them underlined in red. Now, the Sun and Mercury moving into Sagittarius, Mars in Leo, that brings that fire. I've talked about this. We've been going through all that water energy and quite, frequently heavy, emotionally heightened, even emotionally draining water energy. So we are inviting this fire energy. Pluto finally leaves Capricorn too, forever. The last time we're going to have Pluto in Capricorn in our lifetime, moving into Aquarius. So that is a big deal. That's a landmark. I mean, that's 20 years. We have that. Okay. And that brings out air energy. So the other thing that I want to bring to your attention, Virgo, is the fact that Saturn's moving direct. We're going to talk about this. This is just a big month. Okay. Remember, Saturn's in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So you could feel that energy. And we're going to talk about it. That's going to happen mid-month, but there is a lot that's happening here. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Now, November 2024, you see that we kick it off Friday, right? November 1st with the new moon in Scorpio. I love this new moon. There could be something really special for you around this new moon. Mars will be sextiling Uranus. There's a lot of breakthrough energy. A lot of great surprises could happen. This is a new moon that is far from boring. It's happening in Scorpio, rules your 3rd house, communication. There could be some message you receive. There could be some contract you sign. There could be something here that's really, really, really nice. Saturn, by the way, is trining this new moon. Very auspicious, brings that long-term energy in it for the long haul, commitment energy. It's a water trine for this new moon. It's harmonizing with Mars and Neptune. So a lot of depth here, compassion, emotionally moving. You see it's happening on November 1st. You get to set the tone of the month with this new moon. So plant those seeds. Okay, Virgo, take action, set intentions to maximize this growth. Remember, you create your reality. Other thing is there could be something with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, and I would not be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling. 3rd house rules short distance travel. Now, you see Mercury moves into Sagittarius. Now, here's the thing. Mercury will, because of the retrograde, November 25th, because it's happening around that time, Mercury is going to be in its shadow phase. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. Before I even get to that, Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius until 2025. We'll talk about that later. This is a lot of emphasis, conversations, thinking about home, your domestic sector, parents, children, family, significant other, real estate matters, maybe even realtors are involved here, things like that. Okay, so here's a very interesting thing about Mercury and Sagittarius. It's Mercury, your ruling planet, is all about logic, right? Rationale, the details, is in Sagittarius, which is all about big concepts, the big picture, philosophy, wisdom. So a little bit of a disconnect here. Little bit, it's like finding a banana in the cucumber aisle. There's just like, you're just like, what? Now, here's the thing, okay? You will likely have big philosophical moments, conversations, studying, learning new things, exploring new concepts, ideas, expanding the higher mind, right? This is all about becoming wiser. So you could have a lot of emphasis around your domestic sector, like I said, because it is your fourth house. Everything that I mentioned earlier, home related matters. Now, when I say Mercury's in shadow, all that really means is that Mercury is basically dipping his toes in that retrograde. Okay. Now, I actually, believe it or not, like Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, and I'll tell you why. If you use it right, the reason why is because it's a lot of rethinking old belief systems, coming up with new ones. It's very, let me reassess what I want in my life to become wiser. Let me take another look at the big picture. Remember, it's all about reassessing and reevaluating things. Okay. This is your moment where you could say, this is what I want. This is me being my authentic self. This is my awakening. Now, why is that? Because Mercury not only rules you, but also Gemini, two mutable signs. That's right, you're a mutable sign. Mercury's moving into Sagittarius, a mutable sign. So what does that mean? It means that you will be willing to adapt to change. And it could be easy for you. And it's changes that you want, changes that you control, Virgo. So it is never too late to be what you might have been. Okay. Thank you very much, George Eliot. And I say that because of the retrogrades, right, that are happening this month and reassessing things. Anyway, now, November 3rd, this is Sunday, daylight savings, if that is, a thing for y'all. Okay. Listen, we're really going to talk about the elephant in the sky. Mars opposite Pluto. You see that's happening here. It is the only aspect that's on this whiteboard chalk briefcake thing. I don't even, whatever this is. It's clunky. Now, Mars opposite Pluto. This is a big deal. I've been talking about it for weeks, and we're here. Okay, November 3rd, strong. It's at 29 degrees. It's strong. It's absolutely strong. Okay, and one of the reasons why I'm going to harp at it now is because A, we're here. B, this isn't it. We have another Mars opposite Pluto aspect beginning of January. So best to prepare for this one first so you can see how it plays out in January. But like I said, this is power struggles, power trips. This is strong energy. Okay, energies will definitely be amped up around this time. Very, very Sally just had her very first espresso for the first time ever. That kind of energy. People may be amped up around this time. Pluto is, by the way, the planet of, are you going to own me or are you going to fear me? Okay, remember Pluto is power and it's in Capricorn. It's your fifth house. So things that bring you pleasure, joy, and again, children, family, creativity, self-expression, true love as well. A lot of things here. So there could be something here where you're moving into personal empowerment, thinking about personal empowerment. Okay, Pluto rules the underworld, so you may be going deep. Now, Pluto is locking horns with Mars, the warrior god, right? Mars is still in Cancer at this point before moving into Leo. There could be something here with friends, a community that you belong to, group that you belong to, where there's just not seeing eye to eye. Okay, remember I talked about like egos at play, power trips, power struggles. There could be also something here about your hopes, your wishes, your dreams that you are feeling a little bit of, I need to really go within, okay, to have that moment, because with Pluto opposite Mars, this is bears being poked. This is you being a bear being poked. other barriers being poked. This is also you maybe feeling that you're being overbearing. Maybe some people tell you that you're being overbearing, but it's also you find others being overbearing. Okay. But here's the thing. It can get really deep. Pluto is, remember, ruler of the underworld. It gets deep here, very unconscious, subconscious. Pluto is extreme. So what does this mean? Two things. One, Pluto can really bring out those lower frequencies of Mars, especially because emotions are so heightened. Mars still being in Cancer, right? But also there's the psychological aspect to Pluto. And so there is that depth and doing shadow work. Now, one of the great things is that Pluto is transformation, regeneration, power. Mars is ambition, drive, passion. So you can absolutely channel this energy to seek your higher truths. That's what Pluto is. Higher truth. Remember, going deep. So when I say shadow work, what does that even mean, right? It is exploring parts of ourselves that we may repress or that are in our subconscious, things that may be a little bit challenging to confront. That's what it is, okay? Now, when you do that shadow work, you'll be ready to release those things, okay? To move into your empowerment here, right? Pluto's giving you that power. Mars is giving you that drive. When you use this aspect to vibrate at this high frequency, your light shines, okay? You lift those shadows. You uncover that light, okay? You radiate. So channel this energy constructively for empowerment. Don't let anyone take your power. Now, Mars will then move into Leo. Mars is definitely going to be coming in hot. And literally, he's moving into Leo fire sign. This is going to be big for you, Virgo, okay? Because remember, we're doing some shadow work. But now you've got Mars moving into Leo, your 12th house, which is the subconscious. So you could be going really, really, really deep this month because Mars opposite Pluto, you're going to feel that for the month, okay? Especially like the first, week or so. But remember, we have it again in January. So you're going to be feeling it. But here's the thing. There's, Mars is action, drive, strength. So shifting from that nurturing energy of Cancer and more into like passion, creativity, children, love, relationships, all of that, things that make you feel proud. Mars and Leo is also like your sex life, sex drive, all of that. Leo rules that domain. But remember what I said, Leo is in your 12th house. So you're maybe possibly going to be confronting fears that have to do with any of those themes that I just mentioned. Or maybe even, 12th house is the subconscious. It's hidden enemies as well. It's also self-sabotage energy. So remember, you may be going really deep with Mars and Leo. Mars is going to be in shadow too, by the way. Mars doesn't like being in shadow, can be a little feisty, and while Mars is in shadow, but nonetheless, he's in Leo. Okay, so still gonna feel that energy that's a little bit amped up. You may feel a lot more assertive, driven, a lot more expressive. And in order to do that, you will likely be going deep. 12th house is also, things happening behind the scenes. Remember, it's very nebulous. It is everything beyond the physical plane. So there could be a lot of things happening, within your world. But again, this definitely could be a time for you to take a lot of action, to go deep, to unroot things, to control your narrative, and just go forth. Go forth, right? Now, Monday, November 11th, Venus will then move into Capricorn. You're going to love this. Venus in Capricorn, you're going to love. It's going to be here. Venus is going to be here all month long. Now, here's the thing. It's a big shift. It's a very different energy from Venus and Sagittarius. So the first 11 days of November, Venus and Sagittarius, again, that's fun. Unbound, wild, really, really great energy, especially things that have to do with home, like your significant other, money matters that have to do with home as well. But Venus and Capricorn, not bad. Not bad. And I love this for you because remember, Capricorn rules your 5th house of true love and relationships. Now, and children and creativity, self-expression. Now, what Venus and Capricorn is doing, everything that I mentioned, love, money, relationships, everything that Venus represents, what's happening now when Venus moves into Capricorn is you saying, now I want to bring structure to all of those things. I like to put in the effort. I am going to be loyal, dedicated, putting trust at the forefront here. That's Venus and Capricorn. Okay. So really building those structures around your passions and your desires. And, work and career, profession definitely could be a big thing for you too, as well. I mean, that's Capricorn energy, but grounded, practical energy for stability. Okay. We're talking about Capricorn here for the long term. Now, Friday, November 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. It's a mixed bag of a full moon. You're going to be feeling this, you being a fellow earth sign. First things first, I want you to think back to May 7th and the weeks after May 7th of this year, when we had the corresponding new moon in Taurus, one of the best new moons, by the way, of the year. It came after the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Remember that? First time in 13 years? Anyway, listen. Something is going to be illuminated now from what may have been changing around your life since May, okay? Reaching a turning point here. And listen, Taurus rules your 9th house, so there could be something really spiritual for you. 9th house is spirituality. It is higher mind. It is wisdom. It's your philosophy. So you see that overlap with that Sagittarius energy, okay? So you could be going really deep around this time. This full moon is going to be conjunct Uranus, so it brings us unexpected surprises, but also big breakthroughs, which is a big theme of this month. As I explained, Uranus is the great awakener. This is a month of awakenings. You are waking up to the fact that perhaps something does have to go, right? Full moons, completions as well. So 9th house is also education. It could be something that you decide, or maybe you graduate something. There could also be something with travel, publishing and broadcasting, all part of the 9th house. Maybe something with legal matters too here, okay? Just know that something's ending, all right? Now, same day, Saturn will go direct in Pisces. So you see, it's a big day. Saturn's been retrograde since June 29th. He's been sleeping since June 29th, okay? So you're going to feel it when Saturn goes direct. Pay attention to what happens, the days following Saturn going direct. Saturn means business. And now he's put on his big boy pants, his cowboy boots, and he's asking you, hey, while I was sleeping, what are some of the lessons that you've mastered? Yeah. Since the end of June, okay? When it comes to partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, again, Saturn and Pisces, that's where it is for you right now. He's asking, did you pass my test? Remember, Saturn's all about tests. So pay attention again, what's happening around this time. You could just feel this charge. There could be you even thinking about or really harnessing that energy of, yes, I have achieved a level of responsibility, discipline, work, all those things that Saturn represents and wants to see. Again, Saturn's back in his saddle. So you're going to feel these energies, okay? And it could be, again, testing energies as well with Saturn going direct, but Saturn's going to have some great aspects. We'll talk about that later. Tuesday, November 19th, and you could just be in a new relationship or partnership where you're feeling a lot more like really grooving to, the responsibilities of it. Now, Tuesday, November 19th, here we go. Pluto moving into Aquarius, absolutely going to be a big deal. Pluto moved into Aquarius back in January. It was January 20th, right? But shortly afterward, retrograded, okay? In May, then went all the way back retrograde into Capricorn. But now here he is, full on. Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Big, okay? Landmark moment here. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'll leave a link maybe at the top or in the description box to the week that Pluto did move into Aquarius. I talk a lot about that. That is your 6th house. You're going to get, that's power. Pluto's power. There's transformation. This is your 6th house. Everyday activities, work, health, wellness, fitness. There's going to be a lot of attention here. So just keep that in mind. Aquarius is very innovative, radical. You're going to see advancements in technology space, but Aquarius is the humanitarian, communities, the world, the future, right? So you're going to have a lot of focus here. Again, Pluto's here for 20 years. We've got time to talk about this later. Now, November 21st, this is Thursday. We officially move into Sagittarius season. So you see, you've got your ruling planet Mercury already in Sagittarius. So for the next 4 weeks, this is all about your journey. That's what Sagittarius is. I talked about this, that kayak reference. You kayak, on your river of life, your journey. So yeah, there could be travel that's on your mind. There could be some travel elements here, even travel of the mind. But again, in your fourth house, so a lot of focus with family. So maybe traveling with family, maybe traveling to see family, children, things like that. Okay. So traveling with a significant other, but it doesn't have to be travel. It can just be a lot of attention and focus there in your domestic sector. And again, there may be something where you're revisiting legal matters. Maybe it just could be like a contract with home. What is it called? Like a lease or it's mortgage or something. Anyway, so Monday, November 25th, Mercury officially goes retrograde. Mercury retrograde until December 15th. Then goes direct in Sagittarius. So again, Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius until 2025. A lot of conversations, you think things that have to do with home, children, family, your domestic sector. Okay. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. So revisiting a lot of things, but Mercury retrograde, as we know, can bring glitches, delays, things like that with technology and computers, Wi-Fi, travel, flight delays. Keep all that in mind. Communication, right? So not getting emails, missing appointments, maybe scheduling stuff that goes sideways. Listen, your Mercury's your ruling planet. You will definitely feel a lot of this. Remember, we experience Mercury retrograde many times throughout the year. You've experienced this. Stay frosty, be cool, handle things with grace. You're going to be fine. Focus on the re's, right? Mercury retrograde has benefits. Reassessing, revising, reevaluating things, restructure. Okay, restructuring the way that you see things, think about things, right? You could also, seeing what's going on for y'all. Well, a lot of people from the past are going to be resurfacing, right? Okay, especially of family, maybe a significant other, maybe children, things like that. Okay, and then also you could revisit, right, places from your past. There you go. Okay, so all those re's here. It's just remember what I said. It's a great time to change your beliefs to fit your big picture, your philosophies. Have your awakening with this retrograde. Now, lastly, Saturday, November 30th, we've got that new moon in Sagittarius. So we're going to discuss this more in your weekly forecast. This is Mercury, the sun, and a new moon in Sagittarius. Home, your domestic sector, family, children, all of that. Significant other. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are moving, thinking about moving, buying property, something with real estate, someone moving in. There's so much here, okay? Jupiter and Mars, by the way, really good place. They're working for you here. Uranus and Pluto as well. Really good spot. So set intentions, big ones. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. Remember, big picture. A couple other aspects here. We'll talk about it later. Okay. When we break down week by week. Okay. There's some great stuff happening here for you. Really great stuff. You saw that sunshine Saturn, by the way, right? We'll talk about that later. Virgo, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for November 2024 for Virgo, Virgo rising, and Virgo moon. Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I don't know why I did that. It offers the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Virgo, I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. What a big time, big month, okay? Big month. My mom's a Virgo, my dog's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo moon. I get your energy. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. This is going to be a month. This is going to be a big month. It's going to be a big month. It's going to be, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. I want you to channel that energy that I said earlier. That's going to be very important. Okay. You're going to be thinking a lot. Mars and Leo is going to be up here. Partnerships, relationships, big thing. Strength. Good for you. I love that. Okay. It's all about the heart. Okay. All about the heart. That's all about that inner courage. Everything starts from the heart,
right? Everything starts with the heart. I feel like I mentioned this in one of your past readings. If you think about courage, which is what strength is all about, that inner courage, trace the word back to its etymological root, okay? It was K-O-R, courage. Translation is heart, okay? Like corazón. Open up that heart chakra. It seems like a lot of y'all are doing that, really going deep, really, really feeling that energy to not only have that strength, knowing that you've got infinite possibilities. You can do whatever you want when you have that confidence, when you have that strength, when you believe in yourself, okay? But it's also knowing when to resist doing things that you're just like, I know that I shouldn't be doing this, right? That is strength. That's true strength there, okay? We can talk about the wild side with a lion here and whatnot, but it is, by the way, a Leo card without lion. By the way, with Mars and Leo, again, your 12th house. So there is that connection with intuition as well. Really great. Now, speaking of intuition, you got the moon. And the heart of your spread. Yeah, you're going to have a lot on your mind. You're going to have a lot on your mind. And you may have a little bit of, I'm going to have to. Here's the thing. If there is a lot in your mind, and there may be this month, and you are Virgos, and very analytical, a lot of it may be, a lot of it may force you to go within and do some shadow work, all right? You see that here with the moon card. You see the hermit's face in the moon, right? Card 18, 1, 8 equals 9. The hermit is card 9, right? So really going deep, doing that soul searching. That's going to serve you well. Trusting your intuition, okay? That is going to make all the difference here. You even see the 2 pillars, right? You got to go past those pillars. And you can break them down. You can break them down if you want to, okay? But you're going to have to face some of those harder things this month that you might find a little bit challenging, but you know it's going to be worth it in the end. When you face your fears, when you do something that makes you feel empowered, that's this, okay? So definitely going to have to do with partnerships, relationships, likely. The moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces, okay? Remember, Saturn going direct in Pisces is going to be a big thing in your partnerships and relationships. It can be love, it can be work, it can be your soccer coach, whatever it is, your doctor, it's one-on-one commitments, okay? But even still, there's a little bit of going deep here for emotional evolution, okay? Emotional growth, as I mentioned. Now you have the 7 of Swords in your challenge area. If you are not being in touch with your higher truths, or if you are not being your authentic self, someone could call you out on it, okay? And that may be a little bit of point of that. You remember, egos are going to be heightened. People may be saying things, being overbearing and things like that. Okay, so this is just saying, be in touch with yourself, okay? Be in touch with your authentic self. Listen to your inner voice. Be in touch with your intuition. That's all that is. Secondly, yes, there is a chance that someone is doing something that's not cool behind your back, but not so much behind your back because you know. And now you know because I just told you. You have the 7 of Swords in your challenge area. And so it's more like this person got caught. You know someone's doing something. This card is associated with deceit, dishonesty, distrust, lying, cheating, stealing, all of that. So that is what could put you in this headspace with that moon. And you see the 9 of Swords in your crown. Keep that in mind, okay? Just, you've got to work with those energies. You have to work with those energies where someone in your physical world could, something coming up for me is like a battle of words, conversations. When you're not seeing eye to eye with someone, there could be some really harsh words that come out. But again, a lot of y'all are going to recognize this as in more, I can't skirt these things that are when it's weighing on my shoulders, weighing in my head, weighing in my subconscious, it is having a big impact on me, okay? And it's going to feel really good when I just release it. Same with that 9 of Swords. Same with that 9 of Swords energy. So keep that in mind, okay? some of this could be work related too, by the way, now that I'm seeing it. Just know, and yeah, it could even be like a boss doing something really weird, or a colleague or a business partner or something like that. But yeah, love may be something for y'all, but hold on to that power, that sense of empowerment, that strength. Like, I got this. I can conquer anything. Nine of Swords in your crown. So I do feel that it is someone else involved here. Uh, keep that in mind. Don't ever remember I said don't let anyone put you in a position where you're sitting up at bed, in bed with your hands over your face. You've got to ask with this: are you did someone make you feel bad about something, right? Or are you feeling bad about doing something to someone else? There's someone here. I'm gonna do some clarifiers for you. Yeah. Remember what I said about partnerships and relationships? There you go. Okay. So keep that in mind. Keep your eyes open, your mind open, connect intuitively. Okay. Yeah. And listen, you got justice. So another wink and nod to partnerships and relationships, because justice is attributed to Libra, which rules that, right? So there may be something here. Okay. But it could be something also like with a friendship too, maybe something with y'all, or again, like I mentioned in the beginning, there could be something with legal matters, right? So just keep that in mind. You're seeking this fairness, this justice. When you get out of that headspace, when you pull those swords out, when you have that confidence, when you're not over analyzing, overthinking things, but just taking that action, justice will be served. Move in that direction. Use that sword that the judge has to cut anything you don't need from your life. Have that courage, that inner strength. Okay. Now with the Knight of Cups here, we call him the Knight in Shining Armor. This is someone who wants to share experiences. Okay. Partnerships, relationships, big deal here. Knight of Cups is Pisces too. So I'm doubling down on this with the moon attributed Pisces, Knight of Cups being Pisces. You even see the fish all over his armor. Again, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Pisces rules your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, can be love, can be career. It looks like for a lot of y'all it could be love, but there could be some work here. Knight of Cups is just, there is a sense of moving forward, right? You see him moving forward. Knights take action. Really even like visualizing. Visualization is a really great tool. Visualizing this scenario where there is someone coming through, where things are working out, where you are sharing this experience, going on this journey with someone in your life, okay, that is going to make a big impact, big difference, but getting out of this headspace first. It could be someone new for sure. Yeah. But, the big picture here is it just seems like maybe there's something that's not working out. But when you move past that energy, you open yourself up to all these opportunities, something that at the end of the day, the Knight of Cups, he just wants to fill his cup. So even if there is nothing with partnerships and relationships for y'all, or someone doing something behind the scenes, it's like, it's just you wanting to be emotionally fulfilled by leaving this energy, right? Okay. You got the Page of Cups too. So there you go. You want it. It's clear. You want to be in a place where you can just effortlessly follow your bliss. Okay. A lot of a Page of Cups, he really does wear his heart on his sleeve. I love the Page of Cups. He's very imaginative and dreamy, but he also willing to take that time to follow his bliss, create it first. Okay. You even see the fish popping out of his cup here. So he's got a lot of Piscean energy as well. So yeah, there definitely is something here that may be motivating you in terms of I want my cup filled. I want to be emotionally fulfilled. Lastly, Emperor in your future. That's a lot of power. There's a lot of power. It's your transformation. Remember, I think I said it last week, being the author of your story. With the Emperor in your future, I mean, that couldn't make more sense because the Emperor is all about authority, right? Remember, Pluto is very active this month, okay? But with the fact that the Emperor, two things. One, the Emperor is like the dad of tarot, right? The, divine masculine. But there is that family energy that you have all month. with all that Sagittarius energy, with the fact that, Pluto's in Capricorn for the first half, your fifth house, right? So there could be a sense of you just being in that sense of authority, that power. It can be family, it can be work, wherever it is. It could just be that self-empowerment. Now, back to what I was saying, being the author of your story. Remember I said Emperor, authority. Okay, trace that word back to its etymological root. Autorite, okay? Author, right? So being the author of your story. He's got the world in his hand, okay? He's got this Egyptian Ankh, this life force, the red cloak, passion, power. I mean, he is the ruler of his destiny, as well as land. He's the lawmaker. He's the, like that figure, okay? And it's, just masculine energy. So it can be it's just you coming into your power. It's really nice. But again, I'm getting a sense of transformation, like really starting off with strength. You're going to have a moment. And then whatever happens here, again, when you face those things that you have to face, those hard things, you're sitting in that throne. You're invincible. He's even wearing armor. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo. Listen, if you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What is going on? Tell me what's going on. And what I was going to say is that y'all are amazing and you got this. Okay. November is a big month, like I mentioned. Now let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be fine. As long as you trust your intuition. And I think that you're going to be, I feel like it's going to come effortlessly too. Look at what's happening here. It seems like you want it. So let's get started. You're going to be good. You're fine. You got the 5 of Cups. Listen, the 5 of Cups has pretty much come up in, if you're a cross watcher, like a lot of other signs. So there is this sense of, yes, spilled cups, can't do anything about it. 2 full cups right behind him. But he's so dwelling on the past, he can't even see the cups. So it's letting that go. Something this month, recognize what it is. Remember, with all these retrogrades, really, really have that sense of reevaluating, reassessing, that what I said earlier, your belief system and your philosophies, right? Connecting with these new ones or having that transformation. But this is all about that emotional healing, okay? Having that moment to pick up those cups, cross the bridge connecting the past and the future, go home, okay? And then have those moments of healing, right? Healing. So there could be something here where a lot of y'all are feeling that with that moon, that 7 of Swords, where it's just a matter of like not being in this headspace. 9 of Swords, the moon, and the 5 of Cups, and even like emotionally, just let's explore that, heal from it, and get excited about moving forward. You got the High Priestess in your external factors area. That's a great sign. The High Priestess only comes out when she's like, listen, trust your intuition. I'm here for you. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. You've got Mars moving into Leo in your 12th house of the subconscious. So when you go deep, you're protected, okay? When you confront your shadow side, you're protected, okay? A lot of emotions may be coming up, especially with this 5 of Cups. You got the moon and the High Priestess. You see the sliver of the moon at her feet. So really trust your intuition. There is a sense of really, there's a mystery to the High Priestess, right? Like a sense of the unknown. But it does feel like there is this spiritual force that's going to be happening in November for you, where you may just feel that protection as you do some shadow work, confronting things that may be, very emotional for you. The other thing is, yeah, it definitely could be someone in your life that is helping guide you as well, okay? High Priestess is, has a strong connotation to Cancer. So it could be, Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer moon, but even still, just there may be someone that really enlightens you and guides you, and it's a really strong support system. You also have the 7 of Cups. I think a lot of this is just, really cutting through that fog. A lot of y'all want that. You want to know, like, okay, what do I want? You may have big questions about what do I want? What do I want to do about this situation? How do I want to move forward? Am I putting all the energy into something that I truly, really want to manifest? Do I know this is what is going to serve me best, right? So a lot of that, just again, it's a lot of going deep, but going deep to find that emotional fulfillment. And then lastly, the Hangman. Okay, very interesting. Another card that highly associated with Pisces, right? The Hanged Man attributed to the planet Neptune, rules Pisces. So again, seventh house matters. Partnerships, relationships, maybe something here where you're seeing things in a new way. Having this big perspective, new perspective, your philosophies, all of that, everything that I said in the intro here, okay? But at the end of the day, again, if you're not here for any of that, this is just having this sense of enlightenment. Okay, I know what I want. I'm gonna have this spiritual moment. I have this spiritual moment. He's hanging himself upside down to see things in a different way, right? This card comes right before the death card, transformation. Okay, so preparing yourself for this big transformation that you're seeking. He's got a smile on his face. He is seeking it. So let's see what is going on for you. I mean, this is a lot of there's a lot happening here. A lot of major arcana is here. You even see your cross, big, even with that Knight of Cups there, it's still really, really strong. This is going to be a pivotal month for you, a big month. Okay, so let's break it down week by week. Virgo, first week, we talked about that new moon in Scorpio, Mercury moving into Sagittarius, daylight savings, Mars opposite Pluto, Mars moving into Leo. You see it as a big first week. What I do want to bring to your attention what I was saying earlier, Monday, November 4th, the Sun trines Saturn. So this is one of the best days of the month, actually. Okay, so please start something new. Set goals here. You could feel really determined to achieve something. There is this new venture relationship. Again, Saturn being in Pisces, your seventh house of one-on-one commitments, partnerships, relationships. There's something here that you can set up that can be very long-lasting. That's what Saturn is and does. It brings that commitment energy. So, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the first week of November. Well, there you go. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, very practical, very grounded, big provider, and the richest king. So abundance, wealth, owning it though, knowing that you can have this all, look at his hand over the pentacle, owning his wealth. This is confidence. Now it's also trust. It's self-trust. It's believing in yourself to have this abundance in your world. Okay, so it can be your physical reality. There's this abundance there that feels really good, but a lot of enlightenment's coming through for me. Spiritual enlightenment, like that. It could be spiritual wealth as well, but this is absolutely amazing. Okay, remember I said you create reality, right? He holds that golden scepter, creates all this abundance. Anything he touches turns to gold. Now, second week of November, we have Venus moving into Capricorn. I love that for you. Mercury, full moon in Taurus, Saturn going direct. Saturday, November 16th, the sun is going to be opposite Uranus. Now, this has a highly charged rebellious energy to it. Something unexpected could happen here, but it could lead to a big breakthrough for you. There could be something really unconventional or even like innovative around this time. Maybe something that has to do with travel or learning something or like a learning experience, something learned. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you for the second week of November. You got the Three of Wands. Very nice, very nice. Three of Wands, really great energy here. There is this sense of let's go, let's do it. Let me go discover things. Let me do a lot of self-discovery too. That's the Three of Wands. All right. So there's travel. Some of y'all are traveling. I mentioned that. That may be a thing around this time, maybe thinking about traveling. Again, it can be traveling of the mind, but Wands are your passions, ambitions, a lot of creative energy here too, but just ready for liftoff. Okay. Communication is going to be really highlighted for you. It's coming, something that's coming through. But there is a sense of really, really connecting with the world around you, but also beyond your orbit as well. Feels really good. Now, third week, and it's part of your growth, your transformation. Now, the third week, Pluto moves into Aquarius. We officially move into Sagittarius season, but on that day, November 21st, the sun will sextile Pluto. That's amazing. Okay. Really, really nice. So a lot of emphasis, activity, really great energy, harmony around finances, relationships as well. But this is also something where you could feel a lot of support from bosses, authority figures, and what I mean, it's just you turning into this powerhouse. I love it. Now, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of November. You got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, great. So, that stability, that structure that I was talking about, and it can have to do with home. It can have to do with children. It can have to do with your domestic sector. But this is just putting structure into, especially financially, financial structure, organizing that. It's a four, right? A Four of Pentacles. There is a sense of really being open around this time too. Open-minded about new ways in terms of like finances or, it's your physical reality too. Okay. Remember, that's what pentacles are. So home matters, just being open-minded to a lot of new things. Okay. Being flexible, right? You being a mutable sign. You're really good at that because, the Four of Pentacles, he's a little like, right. Like not budgy, but so work with that energy, but continue to put that like structures in your life. All right. Really for the long term. Now, the last week, Mercury will go retrograde on November 25th. We talked about that. The Sun trine Mars. Now, this is a great day. I want you to mark this in your calendar. Sun trining Mars, November 27th. Okay. So something again, there could be something here with home matters, your domestic sector, but this is the sun blasting all this energy, this life force into the planet of action, this just feeling alive here. For me, something that's coming up is like there could be some like aha moment for you, something that gives you this drive. It feels really good. All right. So let's see and then we got that new moon in Sagittarius. Again, something that has to do with home, domestic sector, your family and children and whatnot. So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the last week of November. Six of Pentacles. That's great. Really nice. That's really great. Okay. Six of Pentacles. That's support. That's gratitude. That's if you are seeking support, you're receiving it. Again, a lot of spiritual wealth in that card too. So that's coming up, but you've got a lot of spiritual energy here throughout the month anyway, but that's great. Six of Pentacles, a lot of gratitude, but also knowing. It's really funny coming after the Four of Pentacles. So, so here's the thing with gratitude, with generosity, there's that balance, right? So I love that you got the only two cards in tarot where they do hold the scale. So think about that in terms of, are you giving, but getting nothing in return? Or are you sitting there waiting to receive, but giving nothing at all? So it's that balance, right? Find that right balance, because if you're giving, and giving, you've got nothing for yourself. So find that right balance, right? But there's this big generosity of spirit. This is inspired action too. So again, if you're seeking support, maybe even financial support, it's coming through. Be open to it, receptive to it. Some of y'all maybe in the mood. Y'all are the ones that are supporting others, especially if you work with that Four of Pentacles energy. Now, let's break it down. What I'm going to do, I'm using a different deck now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on 4 key areas of your life. We're going to start with career. Okay. Now, career, your profession. If you are retired or not working, just passion, what you're exerting your energy into. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you. Oh, there we go. Well, we'll take these 2 cards. Okay. Very interesting. Well, you got the Four of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So career. don't overthink things. Don't overanalyze things. Four of Swords, it's all about that retreat of the mind, that equilibrium, that stillness of the mind, meditation. That's going to serve you well. Okay. So not overthinking things. And then you got the Eight of Pentacles here too. So continue to just feel motivated and determined going after what you want, toward your legacy, toward the things that your finish line, right? There is that sense of dedication. There's that sense of also enjoying the work that you do. Okay. So have that stillness of mind. That's going to just really help, especially with that moon and the heart of your spread. Okay. So it really, the biggest thing is just like not over analyzing things and really putting that action, that drive into things that give you purpose as well. But you know, it's the Eight of Pentacles. So something that has to do with money, wealth, building wealth, but again, moving toward that finish line. And we have careers to make money. It's, you can even think of it as like what you're investing in. Now, love. Let's do love. Let's see what's going on for you for love. Okay. Oh, you got the Tower. So you see, that makes sense here. With that Nine of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Swords, with that Knight of Cups, with that Five of Cups. So yeah, that even that Seven of Cups. So the Tower, when it comes to love, yeah, there could be something that happens that is unexpected, and you're just like, okay, well, that was not great. But the Tower, as a reminder, happens for you, not to you. Okay, that is the universe saying something was not working. Right. And so with the Tower, it can feel unfavorable in the moment. And it could be your Tower moment, as in you're like, let's strike that lightning down on this. Like, let's just burn it down, build it up, Phoenix rising from the ashes. So, yeah, there really could be something here. But again, it could even be something where you surprise yourself. I'm going to clarify the Tower for you too. Eight of Cups. Okay, yeah. It seems like it may be something that you want. Okay. And it doesn't mean like break up in a big, you know, it can be sure with the Tower, but it can also mean that there's something not working in a relationship. Putting eyes on that, okay? Especially with that Eight of Cups. Let's move forward. But with the Tower and the Eight of Cups, yeah, it could be you walking away from something that you're just like, it wasn't working out. Eight of Cups, that's great because you moving towards something that is going to be more fulfilling for you because you recognize that. So you could have a lightning bolt moment the second week. Now, how crazy is this? Eight of Cups attributed to Saturn and Pisces. So remember, we're talking about love here. So there could be something here. There could be something here. Okay. Remember, Pisces rules your seventh house, partnerships and relationships. Now, health, wellness, and fitness. And that does include like mental health as well. All right. Ah, great. Six of Swords. Move forward. All right. Up here. Six of Swords. Remember the mental suit. Okay. So transition, moving forward into a place where things may have been a little chaotic and moving toward the calm, right? Remember, you got the Four of Swords too. So a lot of it really truly is with that Nine of Swords in your main spread here. Don't overanalyze things. Don't, overthink things. Just take that action. What is going to help alleviate things that are maybe causing you, maybe even like, stress or even like burnout energy. I don't want you to experience that. Okay. So this is really great. That Six of Swords moving forward in this healthy way. Remember mental health as part of health, but moving in a direction that's good for you. Now, the last card is what I call the pay special attention card. Okay. So we're going to pay special attention to this card. Nine of Cups. You're good. You're good. Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is a card of complete satisfaction. This is a card where, remember what I said earlier, especially with some of the energies this month, feeling proud of some things that you've accomplished, being proud of yourself. That's the Nine of Cups here. Something coming through. I mean, this is true blessings. This is what I call genie in a bottle energy. You're good. This is wonderful. So you can expect that. A lot of this is, like I said, going to be inspired action, moving toward transformation. you moving into your empowerment, justice being served for you. But a lot of this is also, remember what I said, action, inspired action. Nights are all about action, justice, right? Actions, taking actions for the consequences that you want. The Hangman taking that action for that transformation. So with that Knight of Cups, moving toward everything that's going to bring you complete satisfaction and the things that you're wishing for coming true. Okay, so Virgo, big month for you. Really big month with all these major arcana. But yeah, so Virgo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. And next week, yeah, we'll go deeper into the aspects. Okay. Oh my goodness, it got dark. I know I'm losing my voice. I know, but y'all are amazing. Thank you so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.